friends join us.
Okay.
Hi, friends.
Pretty top. You was grimace. Mom,
What?
you was grimace.
Huh?
You grimace.
I look like Christmas?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Come on. Okay. All right. You want to start?
Oh yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
Let's do it. All right.
Hi friends, welcome to Cookie with Kia and Mommy.
Hi. Happy Friday. Hi, Ramon. If you're joining us, write your name in there or say hello. If you're cooking along with us, that'd be great.
With
Oh,
us.
What are we today? What?
Subway.
National.
So good cookies day with us.
Actually, yesterday. So National Sugar Cookie Day was actually yesterday, but we're going to make sugar cookies because we just love to make cookies.
We are make sugar cookies and with twist.
With a twist.
What to need to make with us.
Here's what you need to make them with us. Okay, so, and here, you want to show them these are some cookies that we made earlier today. And Daddy tried them, said they were delicious. So hopefully the ones we make now will be just as delicious. But here's what we need to make them. Okay, you want to show them? We need flour. We need baking powder. Hi Mark, thanks for joining us. We need salt. We use kosher salt, but you can use regular salt if you want. We need butter. Oops, we forgot to get our butter out.
Mommy.
Butter.
Okay.
And what else do we need?
Egg.
Egg.
Okay.
Over here we need butter and eggs. Okay. We need brown sugar. Oh, can you show them?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, you put the butter on top. Okay, brown sugar. We use light brown sugar, but you can use dark if you want. Hi Joe, hi Heather. Hope you guys are baking along with us.
I will.
We need vanilla extract. And we need almond extract, which we have not used in any of our recipes yet.
Yeah, I got wet.
Yep, Daddy says the cookies are really good, so that adds a little bit extra to it. Alright, so we're going to move these all over so people can see what we're making. Okay? And if you want to make icing, which we're not going to do right now because we're going to use sprinkles instead. You want to show them our sprinkles?
Yeah.
We're going to use different colored sprinkles. But if you want to make icing, you can use powdered sugar, milk, and vanilla to make that. And we'll post the recipe. Hi Rick, when we're all done. So if you want to make them later, then you can. All right, ready?
Wait, do it.
Let's do it. All right. So what's step number 1?
Heat up at bowl 3%.
Heat our oven to 350, which Daddy already started for us. Oh. There we go. Okay, so that's heating up right now. Because that takes a while. All right, then what's the next step?
One.
Look, talk to them.
Wine and
Large.
one seed, cookie, and 2 paper.
Parchment.
Paper, just aside.
Okay, so you want to show them our baking sheet? So you're going to want a baking sheet that's got a little bit of a ridge around it. And we've already got parchment paper on there because we made cookies earlier today. You can reuse parchment paper, which I didn't know. But so we've got 3 cookie sheets all ready to go. It doesn't matter what side you put the parchment paper on. It works the same on either side. We learned that last week too. All right, now what? Step number?
And and the maple whisk.
Whisk.
The whisk for baking
Flour.
butter, and salt and salt.
Okay, so you're gonna need a medium bowl, which
Right
Caleb has. And how much flour do we need? Do you remember? Let's look.
1, 2,
1 and a half cup flour. Okay, so we're gonna measure out. And we have our Special Olympics. I don't know if anybody noticed we have our Special Olympics stuff on today because today is, hi Miss Noreen. Today is Eunice Kennedy Shriver's 99th birthday. She was still with us today. So she was an amazing woman and she actually started Special Olympics, which we love. So we're celebrating her today by wearing our Special Olympics stuff. Okay, so we're gonna get, how much? A cup and a half of flour. So you wanna do that?
Oh.
Go ahead, ooh, I'll get the knife. So we practiced this earlier, and Caleb dips it in, and then we level it off, and we make a little bit of mess on the counter, but that's okay. There's one.
Oh yeah, big one.
We're using a half a cup. You can use a cup and then a half a cup if you want, but we thought we'd just get 1 cup dirty. So
Too big.
there's 2. Okay, get it all out so we can fill it all up. You can bang it on there. There you go.
Oh, nice.
All right, one more.
Why? Good.
We use Publix
Whoa.
ingredients, but you can use Pillsbury or whatever. It all works the same, but we are a Publix family if you didn't know. Alrighty, so just
Oh,
there we go.
nice.
Very dramatic with our flour. Okay, so now what? We've got our flour in there. What else do we need in there?
Okay.
What's next? Okay, what else do we need to put in there? Baking.
Keep powder.
1 teaspoon baking powder. You want to get that?
What baking powder?
That little red container. Where did it go?
This way. It's out.
Oh, nope, it's right here. It's hiding behind them.
There
we go.
That's silly.
Okay, and we need 1 teaspoon. And the thing about that we love about baking powder is it has a little ridge on it that you can use to level it off.
Oh,
Hi, Catherine. Thanks for joining us. Okay, and then what else? One more thing.
And salt.
Oh, yes, salt. How much? 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That one, the little one.
Okay.
We use kosher salt, and you can use whatever kind of salt you want. You can use regular. And it's really not a whole lot. 1/4 teaspoon. It's just itty bitty. Make sure you level it off. There you go. All right. Now what are you gonna do? What's our next step?
No, now whisk.
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 Whisk together. So where's our whisk?
Right here.
Okay. Gently whisk together so you don't get it all over the counter,
Right.
right? And lose all our ingredients. Because the more dough mix you have, the more cookies it makes. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining us. Hope everybody is staying cool on this hot, hot day here in Florida. We went for a hike yesterday, and it was really, really hot. All right, so now what? So we set this aside. So now what do? Now we get to use our mixer. We got a brand new mixer last month. And so we've been so happy to use that because before we had to use a hand mixer. So if you have a stand-up mixer, you can use that. If you have a hand mixer, you can use that. But now we're gonna use that, and we're gonna put in what?
Mixture.
Yep. But what are we gonna put in it? Butter. So we're gonna, why don't you measure the brown sugar, and I'm gonna zap this in the microwave real quick. Because we forgot to take this out. So if you put this in the microwave for about 15 seconds, then it will be just about perfect. Okay, you wanna get the brown sugar?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our butter. Nice and soft. You can put that in if you want. Just kind of shake it. There you go. Shake it into the bowl. And then we're going to need how much brown sugar?
1, 2.
1/2 cup. So like I said, whoops, that's not a cup. We're still working out the difference between cup and spoon. Where did our measuring cup go? Oh, here it is.
Oh, we're gonna do gotcha.
There you go.
Where's Gaga?
There is Coco. Our cat is here cooking with us.
Yeah.
So I showed Caleb a little secret earlier. You just put the cup inside the bag and squish it down so your cup is packed with brown sugar.
Ooh.
Oh, you need a little bit more.
Look at all.
Yep, I'm gonna get all the sugar in there. Because we love sugar, don't we?
Yeah.
Alright, so you wanna show them what that looks like?
Sure. We're
Hold it up.
gonna take a bath.
So all packed in there, not loose.
Gaga.
Okay, we're gonna put it in there.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, and what are we gonna do with that?
The break. We got break.
What are we gonna do with that? We're gonna beat on
Baby.
medium speed. So make sure you lock your, whoop, turn it that way to lock it. Make sure you lock your bowl on there. Turn it up just a little bit, on medium.
Wait.
There you go.
That was perfect.
Perfect.
You like that?
So you're just gonna mix this together until it's light and fluffy. Hi Courtney. Hi Jen.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us. We're
Hey,
making,
menu. Hi, what's the bell?
yep, Caleb, this is his friends from school.
Yep.
We're celebrating Sugar Cookie Day
Yay.
today by making brown sugar cookies.
Whoa.
That all mixed? Okay. So it should be light and fluffy
Oh.
at this point.
Look at all this. Look at all.
And now what are we gonna add?
Egg.
Egg.
Look at egg.
We have learned from experience that you crack an egg over a cup first. So we're going to use our Special Olympics cup
Yep.
since we have one. Caleb's going to crack an egg.
Whoa. We're gonna crack.
Okay, where does that go? In the trash, and wash your hands. Always wash your hands after you crack an egg.
Oh, glad.
And that goes in. Go wash your hands. Come on.
What's here? Ah.
So we're going to put the egg in. You can just put it in a bowl. You don't have to beat it. And then we're going to use our flavoring, which is vanilla. And I know, Miss Noreen, we never tried it either. So Daddy says they're really good. We made a test batch earlier, and he says they're very delicious. So we're making some extra for friends. So come on over. Gotta get going. So now we're gonna add our vanilla. And how much vanilla do we need?
What is it?
1 teaspoon. Right here. So that goes with that, and that goes with that. Okay? You gonna do it?
Let's do it.
Let's
Do it. Oh. Here you go, Mom. I'm here.
You want me to hold it and you're gonna pour?
I'm going to pour.
Okay. We have also learned to pour this over a cup too. 'Cause that way if you pour a little bit too much, you can just keep it in the cup. Pour that in. Okay, and now we're gonna do the same thing with what? What is that?
Dominoes.
What is that called? Almond extract, right? Except we're only gonna use a half a cup.
Right.
So go ahead and put that in.
Go ahead.
Oh, now you want me to hold it?
I'm going to pour.
You're gonna pour? Very good. Perfect. Okay. So that goes in. So we've added our egg and our almond and our vanilla. And now we're gonna stir it up again on medium speed. Have it on medium. Here, put it up just a little bit more. And you can smell that almond in there. Almond is a very unique flavor. We used to make almond cake when I was little, and those were delicious.
Right.
How's it looking?
Very good.
And if you need to, you can get your spatula and scrape down on the sides, but this looks like it's pretty good. Alright, gonna lift that up. Alright, so we've got everything in there, and now what are we gonna do? Number 4.
Boy and try twins.
Ingredients.
Twins and beef and will be two. Just combine and done.
Okay, so we're gonna add our dry ingredients. Excuse me. I'm gonna take the paddle off for a second while he adds that. It's just easier that way. Okay. Put that back on.
Oh.
Did we spill a little? That's okay. Okay, and we're gonna beat on what speed?
4.
Low speed. Oh, yeah. So we're almost done at this point. And we are going to need our spatula for this because the flour has come up on the side. So Caleb's going to use this to scrape the flour. Get all that white stuff back down in the bowl. There you go. You want to make sure everything looks the same color. Hi, Susie.
What?
Thanks for joining us. I hope you guys are doing good. I miss you guys at Special Olympics. See, we're wearing our Special Olympics stuff today. Because if you missed it, today is Eunice Kennedy Shriver's birthday. So we're celebrating that today. She was an amazing woman. All right, how you coming? Got all that? All right, so now we're just gonna stir it up. Ooh, hang on. Let's add all that in there. We have a little man overboard here with our flour, so we're gonna add that. Okay, go ahead and stir that on low. Good.
Good.
Right. So it's looking good.
Whoa, look at that.
Yep, it's all come together. And you want to make sure you get all the dough in your bowl. you want all the cookies. Hi Michelle, thanks for joining us. We're making brown sugar cookies today. And we'll post the recipe when we're done so people can make them if they want. How's it coming? All right, so now what? Take that off. Okay, we're just gonna reach in there. Earlier today, whoops, hang on. No, we're just gonna make dough balls, remember? So we're gonna make little balls. Earlier today, we made different shapes. So we used cookie cutters, we had flour all over the counter, and we had a lot of fun doing that, but we decided that we were just gonna make little, kind of like brown sugar cookies, but the flavor's not quite as strong in the brown sugar. So we're gonna just roll them up into balls and then flatten them down and put sprinkles on them. So you're doing a great job, bud.
Huh?
I said you're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
And that's about the perfect size. You don't want them too big. So that's about a perfect size right there. And you can probably fit 12 on a sheet. Ooh, you might want to add a little bit to that one. And like I said, we have some friends at horse riding tomorrow. We're gonna bring some to them. And we have some friends who are not feeling good. We're gonna bring some to them. We have some neighbors that we're gonna share our cookies with too. I don't think anybody doesn't like getting cookies. And we did have somebody ask for a gluten-free recipe earlier this week when we were cooking with our Buddy Cruise friends. So we're gonna look for a gluten-free recipe, and maybe we'll do that in the next couple weeks. We're not gluten-free, so I don't usually look for those, but if anybody has a good gluten-free recipe, you can send them in. Hi Roxanne, how are you? Hope you girls are doing good, and guys. Okay, so we're finishing up our tray. That one's pretty big, bud. I'm gonna squish some of that off. So when you're done with one of your trays, it should look like that. Or if you want to do shapes, you can do that. But just kind of press those down with the palm of your hand. Or you can use a cup if you want to use the bottom of a cup. Spray it with Pam or something so it doesn't stick. So then they all look like that. And then we're going to put some fun sprinkles on. How you coming? You want to get some sprinkles and do these, and I'll finish that one up?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. So this was just about perfect to make 2 cookie sheets full. So pick some sprinkles. We got red, white, and blue left over from the other day. We have gold.
Try this.
We have green. I don't even know. I guess these were from spring. Here, why don't you do these, and I'll finish up these. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? They are good, Roxanne. Daddy had some of our first batch, and he said they were really good. He actually had 2. So once we finish these, we're actually not going to put them in the oven right away, which was different for us. We're going to put them in the freezer. So you put them in the freezer for about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And then you pull them out and you put them in your oven, which should be at 350 degrees. Bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes. till they start turning golden brown. And then you can pull them out.
Let's
Are you
do on this one.
Oh, you're gonna do those? Okay.
Yeah.
Which colors? You wanna do red, white, and blue?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so he did some spring colors on these. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I like lots of sprinkles on mine. And hopefully our neighbors and our friends that we're giving these to do too. Plus we have lots of sprinkles left over. So, again, I said if you want to use cookie cutters, you can do that. Hi Oliver, hi Kenzie. But we're just making little circles this time. And so, like I said, we'll pop these in the freezer. These will sit in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then in the oven. Wait till they turn golden brown, and then you can pull them out and enjoy. Nice, bud.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so what happened to our plate? Oh, there's our plate. These are some that we made earlier. I don't know if you can see them real good. I'll hold up a couple of them. But we actually did shapes. We did hearts. I know Miss Noreen likes hearts. And we did ice cream cones.
Yeah.
And then we did some, just like the ones we're doing now, just with sprinkles on top. So, well, that's it for today. We hope you had fun following along, and like I said, I'll post the recipe if anybody wants to make them at home. They are yummy. So what do you want to say? Oh, let's get to it. Hang on. Right here. Stand up.
Oh.
Got time.
We hope you had
Fun.
well today. See you next week, boy. I got the bun by the bees.
Okay, so we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. And if you made some cookies, you can post a picture of them and tag us, and we'll get to look at them.
Woo.
So thank you.